Hi guys, it's Matt and Dyan.
Safety
Welcome
first.
back to OK
I'm
Aussie.
watching you, my dolls.
Why do you have bear spray in your hand?
It's not bear spray. Okay.
What's pepper
Do
spray?
you know how many looms this is?
It's a bit illuminating.
A lot of looms. Ladies,
it's very bright.
safety first.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
Torch. A good one. Not a cheap one.
Right.
We're not looking for something in our drawer. This is safety. You
Right.
want to
Security.
see a
You're
person.
talking about protection.
You want to blind the person. And then you come in with the pepper spray.
Make sure
It's
you
legal in WA.
point it in the right direction when you're using it.
Okay, that's the
I've
right
seen what
direction.
you've done with spray cans
Okay,
before.
and you get the torch and you get them right in the eyes,
Right.
and they're blind, and then you blind them even more with the pepper spray.
And then you run
Safety first, and then you run.
as fast as you can.
Fire, fire. Anyway, safety
That
first.
safety message was brought to you by Dyan. I have no idea. She just does this random stuff. Hi guys,
But what
welcome
we're
back to
really
the
here
channel.
do is have fun.
Indeed, well that's what we always do anyway. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that
Welcome.
notification bell. What is this? Are you doing one of your creation things?
Show them.
Alright, this is the Zuru Mini Brands Create. In fact, it's actually the Create Mini MasterChef Dishes. Oh, actually,
I used to watch
some dessert.
Chef
I've just had dinner.
a long
I had
time ago.
chicken enchilada.
An enchilada.
Cooked it myself, I did. MasterChef brand. Eh?
Nice.
Gonna do a little bit of...
I hope it's a cake for my kitchen, like for display.
I
know
hope so
I'm not
too. Have you done one of these
into
before?
it. No, virgin.
You're a virgin to the MasterChef
Virgin.
desserts.
I'm a
Wow.
virgin.
Now, Don has done lots of
the
other
50-year-old virgin.
minis. No. Honey, you're
That's
not.
funny.
I'm sorry. Now, if you're new, you would also not know that Dyan is autistic, ADHD, OCD. She has Tourette's. Anything can happen when that
I have
comes into place.
11.2 deletion syndrome.
You do, George. Catch 22, velofacial cardio syndrome.
And you know what I did today?
You've got a Gabby's Dollhouse
Super
Band-Aid.
excited to wear the Gabby's Dollhouse Band-Aid.
She actually
you know
was.
what I did? I so excited. I got new jammies. I got
Not
new
those
jammies.
ones that you're wearing.
No.
But, yep.
For summer.
Yes.
They're all out
Thank
there.
you, Big W.
Go grab them.
Yes.
Because they're super cute.
Care Bear
I'm ready for summer. Now,
is one of them.
sadly, guys, this is because being disabled in the way that I am, I go through a lot of pajamas.
You wear more pajamas than you do
Correct.
street clothes.
Anyway, doesn't matter. I still
Significantly
have
so.
just as much street clothes. But anyway.
Yeah, we have
But
problems
I
about
got
that.
new jammies.
Yes, you got new
And
pajamas.
as I was
Summer.
racing around,
Yeah.
as you do when you're
Because all
super
the summer
excited.
stock's coming into Big W.
Yeah, it is.
Tip. Mhm.
Go check it out right now.
Before it all leaves
But I
the
ran
shelves.
through, well, not ran through, walked fast through, and you know the little clippity metal bit?
The clippity metal bit. You mean the door catch on
Yeah.
the door jamb?
I got it. He didn't believe me.
No, I
said,
did.
wait, it's going to be blood.
Oh, I know there's going to be
I
blood.
washed it first,
I was just
right?
trying to stay positive, trying to stay calm, trying not to focus on the fact that it's probably going to gush with blood very short.
It wasn't.
Her
It was
very
just a
thin
dribble.
skin because of
dribble.
Ehlers-Danlos.
Ehlers-Danlos.
It's a connective
But you
tissue
know what I was
disorder.
excited about? The pain was just worth it.
What do I
because
have to
it
go
was
and
like
get? I had to go get from the cupboard.
Doll's House.
The Gabby's Doll's House Band-Aids. She has Disney. She has Gabby's
Yeah, but I've
Doll's
never
House.
used a Gabby's Doll's House Band-Aid.
No,
Never.
you have Minions. We have Star Wars. We have a lot of different types of Band-Aids.
I know,
Because she
Star
hurts
Wars is
herself. Her
cool.
dyspraxia, her balance, her ataxia. She can't walk straight.
I'm in a rush. It's the ADHD as well.
She's like pinball. You know, she bounces off the walls as she moves around. That's why she uses the
She'll
wheelchair most of the time. All right, so you're doing
I was going to
MasterChef.
get you to get the chef's hat. Although, let's open it first. Right, so this
should
is,
come
if
everything
you want to get
self-contained.
this. However, I think are they part of the recall?
Some of the brands under Zuru have been recalled
Some.
because of the resin feature.
Apologies, I
because
don't
of it
know.
being dangerous to little children. You're not a little child.
I'm not a...
Still dangerous to you. Still need
So-
parental supervision when we're doing these things.
Let's open it. Now, if it hasn't got the
Carefully.
chef's hat, which the chef's hat is just a blue
Yeah,
light,
it's just a blue
which
light.
makes it the resin in
Set.
it set.
You've got blue lights.
I know. I've got one for my nails, guys.
Yes.
That's what he means. So anyway, let's just
Focus on cutting
open
carefully.
this. We don't want to use another Gabby's Doll's House Band-Aid. We don't need more cuts.
If we can avoid more cuts, that'll be a great
You should see me when I'm
thing.
shaving in the shower.
Oh,
It's such
God.
fun. Okay, I needed to get that bit off for the thumbnail.
Okay, so you just that's to help you remember what you're doing. Dawn does have a mild neurocognitive disorder. Her memory
do.
is absolutely shot. She's incredibly forgetful, hard to actually store the information, even harder to retrieve. And of course, through an executive function, which is an autism thing, this is a declining or depreciating memory, mainly because of all the seizures she's been having.
Retested, but I've been avoiding it. With
we've had it tested. Had it tested a few times. We are going to see a neuropsychologist very shortly, and that's to follow up on our testing.
Yeah.
We like to do a baseline to see where things are at, and then obviously it's the pre and post to see as things go along. Are they still the same? Have they got better? Have they got worse? In what domains?
Some things have gotten worse. We know that, but
we can see that.
We'll be getting that checked out. So don't forget about neuropsychologists. They come in very handy. They have their own roles. They're not like a normal. They're not a therapist. They're not sort of there for.
They're more of a data technician, is what I find it as, because they do a lot of reporting on testing.
Neurology only, right?
So they'll test a lot of different areas.
Memory problems,
spatial awareness, speech, recall, understanding, comprehension,
socialization skills and understanding them. Because my mental age is 18 to 21, so
on a good day.
But I'm 50 chronologically, so I'm very confusing to the world.
You are, absolutely, especially when your body's acting like an 80-year-old at the moment.
Yes.
It's the boom. I didn't hear a boom. A bigger boom. Come on.
It didn't make a boom.
It needs to come with sound effects when you open these things.
One, I'm just worried. I know we do have it. All right, okay. This thing in here, guys. Oh, isn't it nice? It's put in a little package.
Yes.
Okay, this is a blue light. So show them how.
Well, it's actually a chef's cap. Very much a French
they make it look like
cap.
A chef's cap.
But on the other side, you can turn it on.
So
it's a blue light. What's the blue light? Oh, careful. I won't point it into their eyes. I'll put it over to the side.
So that sets the resin.
Sets the resin. 15 minutes under the blue light, and you'll be as hard as Medusa.
Or,
turn to stone.
You know what's even easier than this? And this is cute just to put in the kitchen, Percy.
Put it out in the sun.
And you can actually use this on your nails. The gel nails. Just saying. But also,
there you go.
Guys,
multi-purpose
I'm a resin artist, but what I will say, the easiest thing to do for these resin things is put them in direct sunlight for 15 minutes. Easier. Touch it. If there's no tackiness, it's fine. If there's a little bit of tackiness, 5 more minutes, done.
Yeah.
It's that easy. 2 packages, 3 packages,
4 packages, and a hat.
All right.
Chef's hat. A bit like Ratatouille, isn't it, really?
So, this I'll be keeping
Speaking of
for my nails.
I don't know why I'm here, but I'm not moving at the moment. I'm just...
You don't have to move. You can
I'm stuck.
Sir. He does so much work.
Oh, do I now?
Oh, what? You disagree?
I don't know.
He runs around like a headless
so
chook.
over it.
What do you mean you don't do work? Oh, I love the packaging. It's actually plastic.
We've got a visitor tomorrow.
Yes.
We don't normally get visitors. My sister, that means.
I'm excited.
We see her probably once a year. Yeah.
Sometimes twice a year.
If we're lucky. Blessed be the case.
We're south, she's far... We're far south, she's far north.
Yes. Far out.
Her.
But when we do see her, it's normally... And when I get communications, it's like, okay, what's broken? You know what's like.
IT broken.
It's having an IT background it's in that space. So
it happens in any family, I'm sure.
It does. You become the go-to person. Well, I was doing that as well, as whether it's mechanics of the car, the house renovations and fixing things, but IT is you get it all the time. So of course something had to be up. Laptops broken, viruses, bugs, all these other sort of things. So
I need a new laptop.
You do.
I tell you,
you
I
need
don't
a
know how.
dog as well as Bubbles.
I'm going to afford it because I desperately want another ragdoll.
You're going to have to sell all your resin pieces. You need to get some work going, young
lady.
I'm
working on my portfolio, guys.
Very slowly.
Hey, I've done a coaster set.
I know, you've got hundreds of pieces done.
So
I've sent her a project. I've sent her a task.
What am I doing tonight?
Another piece. And she's going through all her silicone molds to actually create one of each. And to showcase her skill set in using resin. She's been doing resin art for well over a decade now.
12 now.
To make sure that she's showing, the use of different pigments, to use Indian inks, to use different styles and techniques, embellishments. And to show what she can make, so that we can have a portfolio for displaying it.
To either purchase it or even what my dream was when I first mastered it, which was I did it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And before I got too sick, where I had patches of time I could have slotted it in. I actually wanted to do those you know, wine and cheese and resin nights.
Oh yeah.
In my garage, because I could have set it up where we were living
very
well.
Yep.
So
have small groups over to
as
art
an
and craft.
autistic ADHD, I have the ideas, but I have twin 2Q.
Yeah.
And I'm sick, so I never got to fulfill that dream either.
No.
But I recommend it if you are into things like that. If you have a talent, have a wine and cheese night at your house and teach others that talent.
Pass on the skills.
This kind of community thing, it's not happening online.
Funnily enough, that's where you learned 10 or 12 years ago, was actually through YouTube, watching others do it. And Dyan being so hyper-focused, you know what she's like with autism, she is hyper-focused. It's not just watch one video. It's scour the entire breadth of the internet for every, and doesn't matter the language, doesn't matter the culture of the country. She went through, not 10, not even hundreds, I mean thousands of YouTube videos to master the skill sets. Before she even purchased any, she knew exactly which items to actually purchase, what equipment, how to actually do it. She was it was like doing a master's degree in art just simply by her attention and her focus, and that's what she does. She self-learns, she self-teaches, and then she does it, and then she actually starts mastering it based on her own equipment and her own environmental variables. What have you got in the strip today for the MasterChef Make It Mini? While you're doing that, I'm going to actually pinch this.
Show them the options of what you can get.
So this is the Mini Brands Make It Mini. So this is what you get in the actual
Okay, you're showing them
kit.
what I got first.
I know. And that's how the steps.
So what is it called? It's a French dish, isn't it?
Oh la la, it's a French dish.
It looks like a French dish.
Perfection parfait.
Sounds yum. But what's this?
I don't know what it is. On the other side, this shows you what you can actually get in this particular collection. Ooh, they are very yummy desserts, aren't they? Lots of yummy things to make. 11 in total. Iconic minis to collect. Collect them all.
But what's this?
What?
That's what you put it on.
Yeah.
But what's that?
It's a cardboard.
All right, so this is my table number shape.
And
that's what you put it on.
Right.
I don't know what that is.
I'm just seeing whether that fits or not.
No, it doesn't.
What does
You're breaking it.
I'm being creative.
He's
I don't know.
pretending it's Lego.
I didn't read the instructions.
All right, next piece. So what we've got is that one. So if you could help me, please.
Oh my God, that's not my job. That's your job.
All right, step number one. Step number one is...
Funnily enough, the reason why I've got Dyan doing these particular things...
Fine bloody motor skills.
Fine motor skills, memory, sequencing,
so we have some
following instructions,
okay,
executive functioning, working through the process, and keeping your mind active. It's like anything, it's like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Okay,
so we're doing activities like this so that she can have a positive and pleasant outcome, but it's also a practical exercise to actually go through the different steps.
Sorry, guys. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being a puss.
Shush, pastry.
Right.
Look
Guess
at
what?
them. They look actually quite yummy.
Look at them. They look like you know those French pastries that
macaroons
have like the yummy cream and the chocolate.
Yes.
What are they called?
I don't know, but I would just love to have them. They sound nice.
Well, they are step number one.
Step number one,
so
good.
Let me open everything.
You have to have every open.
Oh.
Lay it all out. It's the best way to see what you've got.
Show them the strawberries with the garnish.
So,
it's garnish.
Comes in a pack, almost like you bought it from Big W. Or what should I say? There are the strawberries and the garnish in the pack. Wow.
Oh.
Pretty cool.
Hang on, I've got a better thing to put it on.
Mint leaves. Honey, they are mint leaves. The garnish.
We have some almond slices.
Oh.
Would you like
I feel like I'm doing
to
my
show
sit-ups.
them the
Okay.
almond slices?
Almond slices are part of this as well.
Okay, right.
Interesting.
How do you make this?
So you get all different components as if you have actually brought all the ingredients together to be able to make this. What you've got some, not tongs, well they actually are tongs, but they're like tweezers to be able to help work with the positioning. You've got a mat, which is a MasterChef mat, as you can see per the logo in the bottom corner, which is actually what you're working upon in that space.
Use them all.
This is the actual bowl.
Okay, so we have, right,
A platter.
We have the cake platter.
Can I show the cake platter?
I got one of them.
Put that together.
We got one
Again,
of them for our wedding.
MasterChef in the actual logo.
From my Uncle Ray and Auntie Sue.
That was in crystal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in glass and it was so pretty, and I used it for so many cakes because when I moved out of home, I got stuck into cooking and baking, and I had so much fun.
You did actually.
And I had a very special cake dish. And in the country, it is expected when people turn up to serve some cake or scones or something. Otherwise, it's rude.
You've got to be prepared.
So let's put that down. That's ready for it. And then
what's this?
This is what it goes
presentation.
in. This is the actual dish.
Okay.
So this goes on top.
Okay. Nice.
Boom. Now, step number 1.
What's in the other pack? What's in the other pack? You haven't opened. You've got to open the other pack.
Sorry.
And keep her on track. The ADHD makes her go off task as well.
Okay, so we have.
I'll take these two up here so I can
Those
show them.
are the resins. So one looks like chocolate
So there is a
sauce.
cream, which is a resin on top.
Is that cream, is it?
The other is a chocolate sauce. Now, as it says on the back of this,
all right, we need the heat pad.
Do not consume, obviously, but for some people that may not be obvious. And this is the thing about little children doing that. Okay, you've got the heat pad because you've got to warm them up.
Okay, so what I do now, guys, there's many options for you to do this.
Yes.
You could do this with your hands, but that will take forever.
Comes with 2 little nozzles for each of those.
If you had got an open fire, you could sit it in front of it, but I wouldn't because it's plastic.
Exactly, it'll melt.
Okay, calm down, sir. I'm not going to do it. That's why I said I don't recommend it. I'm putting my heat pad, which is one of these. Highly recommend. You don't have to be disabled to have one.
No, very
Great
convenient.
to keep warm in winter.
Safe. Timer,
curl up and
automatic
read
cut-off.
a book and have this on your lap. Put it on your back. Put it
anywhere you need to.
You need it. This is awesome. So I use this, and what I do is I make sure the caps are on. Yes, it's on.
Yep. And you're going to warm that. It's better for the resin to be warm to be able to use it.
That wasn't tight. So see how you have to check.
Does it have a little peelable lid in the inside of it? Underneath that, by the way?
Okay, too much information. Slow down.
I know. Brains
so
going.
I make sure that they're on, and then what I do is this is slowly heating up, but I'm going to wrap. Let's just protect my heat pad because this is a heat pad I live with for pain on a daily basis.
You don't want chocolate resin or
cream
resin all over your heat pack. Thank you very much for thinking about that. You could also put these into hot water, just like a baby's bottle.
That's what I was going to say. Like, just boil the kettle, put it in a dish that it can sit in. 3/4 of it covered. Make sure it doesn't float, of course, because that's not going to be good. But then again, it's in a closed container. It's closed, okay? But like I said, make sure it's closed.
Yep.
It could be a bit of a mess. So I'm going to leave that there to heat up. So let's move on to another step. So the first step they're telling me to do is I have to put these. You know French, don't you? What is that word?
I don't know all French, my dear Jim. It's a shush pastry. I think that's the actual name of it rather than anything else.
All right. Hey,
I'm assuming it's like a biscuit.
Hey Google, what is the pastry that's spelled C-H-O-U? Hey Google, stop. Me and Google don't get along very well. All right, glasses on. Open her up.
Google and Dyan
Shut up, Google.
have a love-hate relationship.
Hate Google.
A lot of the times,
okay,
it's because of the delays.
It comes with tweezers.
Her brain's thinking, so she speaks slowly.
Yes, that's true.
And Google is
shut
already ahead,
Shut up
trying to get the original answer based on what is heard first, not the other words that need to come out. So Dyan gets into this frustration loop, and it's a verbal battle backwards and forwards.
All right.
And she hates Google.
See the little.
So we teach her how
thing?
to search.
Little poof?
Little poof.
Little poof.
Little poof.
Oh.
Yeah. No, do not do that. Do not encourage that.
Sorry, kids. Don't do what I'm
that
doing. This is not for kids.
Do as I say, not as I do.
No, this is for adults. Kids.
Yes.
Why do kids get all the fun?
Yeah, well, it says 6+ here.
Well, I'm 50.
Yeah, you're a lot of 6+.
All right. That's just stupid with the tweezers.
Yeah.
It's not like they're real.
Just get into it, honey.
It's not like they're real, is it?
No.
All right, so this is the first instruction.
Plate it up.
Plate it up. That's a good description, sir.
Oh, I'll be watching this MasterChef thing, eh?
No, but you've got like this. I'm dyslexic. I don't have good speech. I try.
You've got a very good vocabulary, but you find your word finding where you need to extract the appropriate word to suit the situation.
I just had a spill. Okay, I failed. My team.
That's it. She's cut on MasterChef out of his season. You're not going to see her in episode 2.
Don't invite me to MasterChef, okay? If I ever become a YouTuber and they say, would you like to come to MasterChef? I know. You don't want me, trust me.
No, you don't.
Band-Aids, spillage.
Yeah,
you don't need me.
where her coordination just goes every which way.
For goodness sake, this is for 6-year-olds.
If she was to have a Tourette's episode right now,
oh my goodness,
things would be flying, going every which way. She couldn't help it because of the tics, the motor tics.
This is for 6-year-olds and I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how we grade you, honey, based on your age.
Step number 2.
We're in episode number 2, aren't we?
Would you like to show them step number 1?
Should I?
Don't you spill them. It took me a lot of work with these dodgy. Look at these tweezers.
All right. So this is the clear plastic platter for presentation, and obviously there's 5 of the pastries with cream filling already in them. Ready to whoa.
Don't.
I can't help myself.
He's looking to sleep on the balcony tonight, isn't he?
I might get some good sleep tonight, should I? I think the cat might even join me in the swag out there.
All right, let me see the heat.
We did have a very late night last night, didn't we, darling?
It was not my fault. It was a medical problem.
Yes, they have medical problems every day and every night.
I cannot be blamed for medical problems.
Yes, I need a team. I need a team of nurses to come and help.
We actually are in the process of getting staff in this location, but it's a slow process. Because guess what? Like anyone that knows the NDIS, guys, and the world is not trustworthy anymore.
The NDIS is the National Disability Insurance Scheme.
Carers are not trustworthy. I mean, the murders are going up.
Okay, we won't talk about the
I've been watching too much true crime.
Yeah, when she gets on her other special interests, things like criminal psychology. She studies psychology, so forensic psychology is one of those aspects.
I know, I used to
really
sit with the forensic psychology students and go, so what are you studying? What's it about? Yeah? Really? Oh, really? That one? Jeez. Yes, I don't. Okay, so we're looking for...
Whipped cream, honey.
Well, which one's that one?
That's the one that says cream. Yep, that's it, Bubba. Whipped cream.
Do you think that's warm enough? No.
No, I don't actually.
No. I don't think either of them are.
Right, let me pause for a second so you can warm up.
Right, the cream is ready. Are you ready for a cream fight? Food fight!
Okay.
Anyone remember that from camps and things?
Okay, buddy.
Food
She's
fight?
not going to get you.
Super cool. Oh, we had a food fight once. Have you ever had a food fight at, when you do athletics?
No.
Carnivals?
Why would you do that?
You know, like when you bring snacks and things to keep you energized, to keep running fast.
Right.
You didn't do that?
No.
Oh, okay. We used to have food fights, but we used to have to clean it up, of course. The teachers are pretty strict on that. X-generation teachers, guys, that taught us, okay? We didn't get away with anything. You couldn't even say shut up, could you? Oh,
yes.
okay.
Well, these days it's a bit on the different side.
I need a wet wipe, sir, because this is
you
going to
You don't have one in your bag?
No.
Well, that's silly.
Well, they go dry in there. Right, so if you could get me one of them, that'd be great.
Okay, excuse me.
Okay, so this is the, whipped cream. Pretend it's whipped cream. And we're just going to, and you look at the picture and you're just going to pour it on all the little poof things. Oh, they look so delicious. Oh, that went over the bowl. No, you cannot do that. Shh. Shh. Are any of the judges looking? No? Okay. I'd be terrible on that show. I'd be such a cheeky person. Okay, now I can't squeeze it. This is the problem.
Do you have your pliers?
No, I don't need them.
I
have this thing called stubbornness.
Yes, you do.
Ooh, she looks good. She looks kind of like something else, but we won't go there. Oh, doesn't that just look delish?
It looks yummy, honey.
Does it look like I've got enough on there?
You can never have enough whipped cream.
Can never have enough?
No. So the resin's coloured, obviously white in this case for the cream.
But is it covering up
chocolate will be brown.
The beautiful tasty puffs?
I don't know. You can still see those.
You can still see them?
Still see enough of them.
All right, well, I think that is pretty much at its
Sufficient?
end.
Okay.
So let's just say
Cream, done.
that's done. So we're going to put this aside, guys. Now, when you put those things aside, being that it's resin, please just don't chuck it on fabric or on your clothes or anything like that. Dispose of, literally, I would have a bin, especially if you're doing this for the first time, right next to you. Now, I have to put the garnishes on, which is the strawberries, and it looks like it's mint leaf, is it?
It is mint leaf.
Yeah. So mint leaf and strawberries I'm going to put on there, and it says to put it in certain locations. So he's worried about my hair now. So basically I'm going to do that. So let's pick up a strawberry with this dodgy little thing and see if it works. Where did you put your full one? Okay, the full one just seems to be put to the side. Stay, don't soak.
That will slip.
And I'll put one on this side. This is what this little tongs are for. Yep. So I'm going to put the other one kind of equally spread on the other side. And then the garnish, oh, that looks cute, doesn't it? That suits the top as close to the top as possible, I believe. Beautiful. So, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like to show them before I get the heat lamp? Because I'm going to have to put on pause for 10 minutes.
Don't you need to put the almond slices on before you do that?
No, that's last. See there?
Oh.
You got to put the chocolate sauce
then
after it's like set.
Wow.
Chocolate sauce. And then
so
you put...
many steps in the process.
I know,
okay,
right?
so here we've got the
See how
garnish.
pretty it looks?
You've got the whipped cream and obviously the strawberry slices.
So all I now need to do is harden this resin, which is the whipped cream, with this.
Now it's going to take 5 minutes.
It's going to take 10.
Well, it's going to take 10 minutes, so you better get on to
5
that.
to 10. So I'm going to turn it on.
Initiating.
Hold it directly over.
Ultra V violet light.
And I will just be sitting here like this for 10 minutes.
And we'll see you in 10 minutes.
See you in 10 minutes. So guys, I wanted to mention while I'm doing this and focusing very hard on making it like, I've got the timer on Google, the good old Googs. I love my Google Home. And I just wanted to mention, like, when you have the trials and tribulations health-wise like I do, you know, I'm a natural person that has a zest for life. I always have. My mum called me animated. I've always been over enthusiastic about simple things. You know, if we were on the hobby farm and, you know, they'd say, we need to get some firewood. I was the first one out the door, ready to go. I'm in, right? And I'll be the first one to say, right, whoever collects the most mallee roots, what are we going to get? You know, like, what's the prize? And I'd make everything a game. And now that's child's play, I get that. But in adulthood, we're not promised a disease-free life, and including things like syndromes like I've got. And that's sad. And that takes grief. But then there has to be a level of acceptance, because you can't wish it away. You can't change who you are. You can't be something different to what you were born. And we know that over these last few years, this has been a big topic in many areas. So when you've had a hard time and you don't see the way through at the time, so in the middle of the night when I'm in agony or I feel so sick and I'm so bad, I feel like the next day that the sun isn't going to make me happy, or the next day nothing good is going to happen. But it always does. So I want you to remember that the next day I want you to wake up and say, hey, that was a tough night. And if you can, because like no pressure, I think that life is really, really tough, do something nice for yourself. And that doesn't have to be costly. It doesn't have to, it could just literally be going to your favorite nature place. But the fact is, You've got to move forward. You can't just sort of sit there and go, that was a bad night. Unless you're doing like, you know, sometimes we retreat by watching lots of favourite movies and all the rest of it, which is sometimes very good for your health. Because if you've had a bad night, you haven't had enough sleep, then do that. Do what you know brings you back to being you again. Because each time we go through these things, and I know that people think that, oh, you must be used to hospitals and seizures and this and that, and no. Every single experience of a seizure, every single hospital visit, every single doctor visit, every single thing, it feels like the first time. It feels the same level of stress as any other time. You don't get used to it. It's actually trauma. And not just physically on the body, it's mentally trauma. And you have to push through and be strong. And sadly, we have to develop that extra strength and braveness. And my way that I've got through is having interests. Now, luckily for me, I'm autistic. I have many special interests to turn to. I have a list. And I just go down the list and I go, right, I haven't spent enough time on this interest. I haven't spent enough time on that interest. I've picked up recently a few of my old interests because it's like, oh, that's been neglected. I need to get back to it. So please, just the next day or that week or whatever, do something nice for yourself. Cook your favourite meal, buy your favourite meal, do your favourite activity, ring a friend, watch your favourite movie. Just do the things that I feel is going to help you cope, especially when, if you're like me, and it's a long game. My syndrome is degenerative. I'm not going to get better. And it's really hard because the natural saying is something I have to grin through because others don't know what they're doing when they say it. But people say to me, get better soon. I hope you feel better. And it's the hardest thing to hear when you're as sick as people like me. Because we're not going to get better. We're going to get worse. We just have to prolong the getting worse part. And I'm good at that. I will admit, I take my vitamins. I take my medicines. I eat healthy. I stay in healthy weight range. I do all of the things that make me stay in a level where I want to stay. And I think that everyone has that capability. So keep fighting and know that the next day is a new day. Treat yourself. Do fun things and play. Oh, it's exhausting just standing. Hey Google, shut up. Sorry. It is just a robot. It's not going to get offended.
It's artificial intelligence at its best, honey.
It offends me all the time because I ask logical questions and it goes on a total different tangent. Anyway, I've only got it to tacky phase. So I'm going... Oh, that's kind of blinding. So what I'm going to do... Let's go to the chocolate.
I think so.
So I've been heating up the chocolate while I've been doing that. I'm multi-talented, aren't I?
Multitasking.
Multitasking. Let's turn the heat pad off though, because I'm getting hot.
You always get hot sitting up.
All right, so let's get on to the best bit. Well, if you're a chocolate lover,
Oh yes.
this is the best
Who's
bit.
not a chocolate lover?
I'm not saying I don't love the cream and the puffs. I love them. Okay? Love them. And strawberries. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing what these things are called, but that's all I can think what they're called.
They're like a profiterole, aren't they?
Yes, that's what they should be called. Profiteroles.
Okay, chocolate it up, honey.
Let's go, guys. This is the
There'll be a
best
peel cap on this as well.
This, don't you reckon, guys? This is the best bit. This is the best bit. Chocolate. Chocolate.
And then you're going to do some flakes of
Okay,
almonds.
Bad Day. Go and look at my Bad Day video. That's a good parody. That's a good. It's kind of like a poem. It's an autistic poem. Okay, be nice. But bad day video is good. So on bad day, chocolate. Fixes every bad day.
Sounds like a good excuse to me.
I know, right? You gotta have an excuse for a bad day. Oh, it's a bad day. Chocolate. Right, so I'm gonna put the little, it's got these little ones there so you can direct it where you want to put it. Now, what does the instructions say? I don't want to squeeze it too
all
hard.
over.
Right, so we're going to go to the section of, this is
number 5.
Number 5, exactly. Right. How do you reckon it looks like it's squirted it? It looks like it's, hey, it says that. Oh, I put the garnish on too soon.
Of course you did.
Whoops. Well, that would be...
Avoid the garnish. Keep pouring, honey. What's
my
hot?
learning disabilities. Why would I do that? I'm so good at following instructions because I'm so... No, I am. I'm so worried I'm going to make a mistake that I actually really focus on instructions. Oh, there's a lot of bubbles in this.
A lot of time you focus on the first instructions, not so much the subsequent subset of instructions. Sequencing.
What does that mean?
Well, your brain may only focus on the first thing that needs to be done or the next in sequence after that. It doesn't mean that you can always take on board all steps, and you might miss a step or think it needs to be done. So.
Okay, I'm trying. Oh no!
Oh no, we've got chocolate drizzle.
Right, just make sure that the where's the MasterChef judge? They're mean.
They're not watching. It's okay.
Are they not watching?
It's on an ad break.
Ad break, great. There's bubbles, guys. There's bubbles in my chocolate.
You want it to try and be thin as possible, so thin little strips.
Thin?
Yes.
I don't want to cover my strawberries and they can't be seen.
That's what I mean.
Pop the bubble, pop the bubble. Wow, I think that's quite chocolatey.
I think it's very chocolatey.
If I go any more, it's just going to be ridiculous.
Well, don't do any more then.
So I'm just going to cover this bit, guys, because I think that bit wasn't dark enough chocolate. And then a little bit on the top.
It's your creation. They're unique. Each and every one of them is different.
Oh, it's pancake day tomorrow.
Pancake Wednesday, yes.
Yes. Right, so now I'm going to put, this is the next step, it's the almonds. Now what kind of almonds? Sliced almonds. Oh.
Very cool.
So the garnish is safe, so even though I made that mistake.
You've worked around it, literally.
How do I get in there? You're so miniature. I'm miniature. Why is there a problem between the two of us? We should be perfect for each other. No? Okay then. Alright, I'm going to put them in the palm of my hand.
Are you?
There's not many.
Not many.
God, they're a bit stingy with the almonds.
Yes.
Gosh.
So careful of your placement.
Okay, so
Make
where
them
do they
last.
put it?
All over, honey.
Did my hair get in?
Close enough. Do
All
tie
right.
your hair up at home when you're doing this activity.
Do tie your hair up at home, guys. I'm stupid. Oh my god. I've got no
You have about
control.
5 left. So you need to spread it around. Because you can't lift and reposition them.
Okay, is there... Oh, there's a gap there.
Mm-hmm.
I've got one left.
One left. Place it carefully. It will mean the world.
All right.
Right, let me show the crowd at home what you've done. I'll
Okay.
grab that. I'll grab that.
Hang on. I just have to do something so that you
chocolate
don't
looks like
get...
it's gonna
Yeah.
spill.
I want you to be
The
safe
chocolate is
from
on the edge.
my mistake here. Guys, I went a little bit over the edge.
Overzealous with your chocolate.
So what I'm just going to do, wet wipes. These are just baby wet wipes. Make sure they're on hand. Right. Take it from the bottom.
I'm trying to. Okay.
I did it!
Right, let's have a close-up
That's my
look.
first MasterChef and probably my last because they've been recalled.
All right, so you can see
So
almond
apparently
flakes on top,
children had to mess it up.
mint
Those little
on the top.
shits.
shavings of strawberry,
Sorry
the
for
chocolate
swearing.
with
But
the
I'm
cream.
just going to say, those children that ruined it
Quite
for
cute.
all of us.
This will join the rest of your miniature collections in the kitchen.
Zuru mini brands. Request here.
Mm-hmm.
Can you continue to make this for adult craft? Yes? Great. So all you have to do is repackage everything from your so that all of your stock don't go to waste. All you have to do is repackage it so that us adults can have so much fun. Please don't take it away. I've been addicted for nearly 2 years. A friend I made in Queensland got me onto this, and I'm telling you, I'm hooked.
Hook, line and sinker.
That just doesn't look like it's necessary.
Well, unless you want to have runny chocolate syrup all over the house.
It's not going to run.
Oh, it will. You need to harden it so it sets.
Okay, let me do it.
All right.
But basically, yeah, please, if anyone from the department of
MasterChef
Zuru, who does not just MasterChef, all of them,
yep.
Can we please keep them for adults only? So maybe you can put 13 years plus, 16 years plus, 18 years plus. Make it a craft for adults. I'm having a lot of fun.
And I hope you guys are having some fun at home. Not only watching Dyan through this episode, give her a big thumbs up for that.
Don't take it away
Well, perhaps
from
consider
me.
this. You can buy these at Kmart, Big W, Target, all over the place. There's a whole range of miniatures. Yeah, just watch your hair.
If you're a long hair
Don't
person.
do what Dyan does.
Okay, so
do what she says, not what she does.
yeah, like guys, I'm just saying, like everybody just email these people if you're like me and you love it, and say,
They're a fun
don't
activity.
take it from the adults. That's not fair.
So how do you feel you went with this particular activity? Do you feel like you got through it okay? No major dramas?
I'm very, very happy. Except I feel like I can't see, unlike theirs.
Yeah.
I can't see my cream.
Okay.
And also, luckily though, the garnish went on at the wrong time, but it's still visible.
Right. So that's a sequencing instruction thing. And that's, again, why we do these activities, to work through these sort of processes. It's
very,
a learning curve,
guys,
and it's a challenge.
this exhausts my brain.
It does, absolutely.
And I know that sounds silly, but when you've had so much neurological damage from seizures, it is good for me. It is very, very good for me. It's very exhausting, but it's a good activity. It's a fine motor skills activity, which I lack because I'm autistic. I'll always lack it to a degree, but it doesn't mean that I can't improve it.
Correct, and the more you do.
Okay, so just remember
the better you
this.
get.
I know there's no cure for autism, but therapies can improve your autism.
Yep, and your function.
Don't forget that.
It's
It's a matter of finding the right therapists that work with you in a respectful manner.
Yep.
Because
to a level
just
where
like
you're
with
at.
children, I'm not against ABA. I'm not against like the puzzle piece. I'm not against all of these controversial things, because so long as the child or the adult is respected with their disability, such as autism, and their special needs are catered to with respect, I have no issue.
That's a win. Guys, if you've got comments or questions, do leave them below. Especially if you've tried these ones out or have other types of minis that you think Dyan might like to try at home. Yeah. Love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And of course, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe.
Are they discontinuing?
No, they're not. And there's more coming out. More. They keep coming.
Look, I still collect the miniature stuff of the other ones because I'm into miniatures. I'm on to my second jar.
Yeah. How many miniatures can you have?
I do want to do this, so I'm very concerned that they're going away. So please, can we have Zuru make it for adults then?
Yeah,
only.
they're working on that, don't you worry. All right, guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thanks very much for participating, and we'll see you in another episode.
Thanks for the comments.
We'll
Love
see.
you all.
Bye for now.
Bye.